G'day, how you going? Welcome aboard. Thank you very much for joining me. We're doing a live stream for the daytime. Hey, it's very unusual, but this one's very special. To me, it is very special because yeah, I'm a big fan of the MTA rail system in Train so well, and we have a brand new one for you guys, aka Northeast Corridor with a bit of Metro North. So welcome aboard to our YouTube channel. I'm hopeful to do another live stream of this later on tonight, but we have severe thunderstorms on the forecast, and yeah, we're hopeful to get on later on tonight, but like I said, thunderstorms are on the forecast for today. And yeah, we are live, ready to go. So hello and welcome to you all, and thank you very much for joining me. I'm just checking the weather right now, actually. Yeah, possible storm tomorrow too. Not looking forward to that. Oh, there we go, lighting up. All right, so we'll be with you guys very shortly. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be taking, this is our cover photo for tonight. Right. High chance of a thunderstorm in the afternoon. On Sunday, it just looks like rain, which is good. We don't want storms. So yeah, Sydney Truck Fest this weekend, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget, earlier today, we premiered. We don't normally do them in the mornings. We normally premiere always at 4 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Saving Time. But I wanted to get it out there because I delayed it actually by a day. Like I meant to premiere it yesterday, but I didn't get time to edit the video. So episode 139 of Don's Truck Spotting Australia. By the way, episode 140 is guaranteedly going to be the Sydney Truck Fest, folks. I can't confirm that right now. But episode 139 of Don's Truck Spotting Australia adventures of my video photography and photography I do for trucks here in the land down under, mainly here in Sydney and the Hawkesbury region, Illawarra region, is coming soon. Don't worry, we are going to be doing down there. We have episode 139 that premiered earlier today on our channel from our first trip in 2026 to Smithfield. Ladies and gentlemen, it was our first time in Smithfield area for 2026, and some new areas of Smithfield we haven't done before as well. So check out that 40-minute video right now on our channel. Well, after this live stream, I should say, because we don't want you viewers going away. We want you guys to watch this. Because this is our launch live stream. It got released at 5 a.m. this morning here in Australia, or just after. It doesn't exactly always on the hour with Steam. But yeah, we, by the way, that reminds me, I need to go to the Dovetail forums before I do kick off this one, just to see how everything's going with bugs and stuff. This is something I always do. Stanford release time. Well, we got one dude, don't bother, another Love Garbage release that doesn't work on console. PlayStation 5 players got to size these skunk. God, go away. All right. Right, let's get some feedback. This is what we want. All right, NB642, which is actually someone from New York, well, from the USA. I'm going to answer this one. This was 17 minutes ago on the forums. Again, to be clear, I am disappointed that the signal shape is incorrect, including the rear slip top head. What I'm saying is that the limp colors would be incorrect per NORAC rules. Either you can have 3 horizontal amber lights or 2 horizontal red lights on the top head to represent a stop signal. Yes, I have to say to you guys, well, if you play on PC, obviously this is something that the modders should be looking at and obviously trying to get into the game. So that's something they should do. Correct the light colors and the limps and all that as part of the NORAC rules. I apologize for that noise in the background. If you can hear that, it's just some dickhead down the road with his vroom vroom. All right. Let's have a look at some other stuff. I did see that the British Ace, I did watch a bit of his video actually, because I don't normally sit back and watch British Ace actually, but I used to a fair while ago, but I used to watch him actually before he became a Dovetail ambassador, and before he was even had 1,000 subs. That's how old school I am with Joe. Yeah, I watched a bit of his video, and I actually watched the part where he got stuck in the tunnels and that. You know what? We're probably going to be dealing with this today, unfortunately. This is going to be a typical occurrence. It's because of the traffic. I know for a fact it's because of the traffic that's going in and out of the Grand Central Terminal. So, okay. Let's have a look at some feedback here. Just did a service on the M8 and it also crashed right before arriving at Stanford. Oh, this better not be happening. Oh, that was PS5. This better not be another Harlem line issue where we used to crash to the desktop a lot. Yeah, I'm looking at the British Ace one here. So yeah. Alright. We're just having a look at the signals and stuff here. Just having a look at some stuff. Right. Got a helicopter going close over the top, folks. We have got a hospital not far from where I am. Alright. Is there a keyboard bind for pan up button AC/DC switch? Yeah, there is actually. I think there is. It's like close near the enter buttons and all that. I'm going to answer that one. So yeah, I think it's like around that area. I think it's P actually. I think it's P. Pantograph up and on. I'm pretty sure it's P. So that answers that question. That was from DAL hashtag 7945. This is on the NEC Metro North player feedback thread. So if you do listen to this, it should be P. I'm pretty sure that's P for pantograph. I'm pretty certain that is the button for that. So anyway, let's go to the introduction tutorial. Let's see where it is. Where's the route? There it is. I put NEC in there and I'm like, where is it? I thought it would come up NEC, but I've actually gone with the full name, Northeast Corridor, Metro North. As you know, folks, I am a Train Sim World OG, and we have some of the parts from the original NEC New York back in the game now. We technically have every single part of NEC New York back in the game now, which is good. But unfortunately, we had to pay for this one. which I reckon us players that originally had the original NEC New York should have gotten a discount, a big, massive discount on this one, or actually gotten this for free, to be honest. Especially when you have your Dovetail ambassador saying, "Oh, I'd like to thank Dovetail for giving us a key." Again, I'm very frustrated with those types of people just, suckholing and not telling the truth and everything about stuff. So, yeah, I did notice Joe was sort of complaining about some things, though, which was good. So I like the fact that he's sort of like that now, which, hopefully he's in with Dovetail, so surely he should be able to get it in. New Haven line. Okay, introduction. Is that what they're calling it? New Haven line. Okay. Let's go to the introduction. By the way, this introduction will be in an uploaded video. So do note that. Let's go to it. Let's see what happens. Enjoy. Full replay will be provided of today's live stream as well, folks. 1440p, 60 frames per second. Added to our past live streams, Train Sim World 6 playlists. Uploaded videos will be posted up on the Train Sim World Uploaded Videos playlist. Introductions will be available in the Train Sim World Introduction Tutorials playlist.
Welcome to your first day as a student engineer here on the New Haven line.
By the way, I'm playing using Reshade, DX12, custom engine settings. I've got a brand new custom engine naturally now. So I've changed some settings. And the frame rate looks bloody good at the moment. We're only just here, so don't get chickens counted.
Follow the markers to approach the empty route map billboards around the station and interact with them to place the route maps.
Wow, look at that in there. Looks like we're down in the bottom section, actually. Oh, actually, no, this looks like the original. Oh, there we go.
Take some time to explore the station and find other tasks. Open pizza boxes, find toy taxis, and ignite the torches on all the mini Statue of Liberty.
They got pizzas again in it. That's nothing new. Didn't we have pizzas before? This is the MA, folks, by the way. Let's have a look inside. Yeah, nice. Nice. Like the seating. It's beautiful. I had to go at the M2, as you know, folks, on the Train Sim World 1. We're just going to grab a seat. There we go.
Stamford is the second largest city in Connecticut and the second busiest station on Metro North, behind only New York City's Grand Central Terminal. This line was originally built by the New York, New Haven, and Hartford Railroad, otherwise simply known as the New Haven. It connected with the New York Central at Grand Central Terminal and the Pennsylvania Railroad at Penn Station.
Penn Station, which is Pennsylvania Station. It's down in the New York district, business district.
The line to Penn Station diverges, passing the freight yard at Oak Point before leaping over the East River on the Hellgate Bridge.
Sydney Harbour Bridge
once ran intercity trains on this line, and now it's used by Amtrak and freight trains.
Hellgate Bridge is the original Sydney Harbour Bridge, folks, and the Sydney Harbour Bridge wouldn't have existed if it wasn't for the Hellgate Bridge.
Head to Grand Central, changing electrification at speed from AC overhead wires to DC third rail before entering the former New York Central track shared with the Harlem line.
So I've talked about the Hellgate Bridge and the Sydney Harbour Bridge story many times over. I know all about the people that have died at Hellgate Bridge in the water there, try to die because it's supposed to be theory that there's gold down deep in the river. So
freight traffic is limited along this busy passenger corridor. CSX loads trash trains at Oak Point Yard near the Hellgate Bridge and runs transfer trains over the bridge to freight connections in Long Island. Any freight trains which must use mainline tracks mostly run at night to avoid disrupting passenger traffic. Freight trains are handled by the CSX SD40-2. Passenger trains feature the Metro North M8 dual-mode electric multiple
I wish they had the
unit
other
and the Amtrak
variants of the
ACS
CSX, to be
64
honest. The
electric locomotive
8W,
with
which was a
Amfleet
DLC.
coaches.
Carry commuters aboard the M8 to Grand Central Terminal or weave through the traffic in the ACS 64 on intercity trains to
been
Penn
updated.
Station. The Big Apple needs your help to ride the rails.
All right, there we go. So we have that one. We've got a couple of scenarios here. We're gonna, you know what? We're gonna probably do one today. Let's go back to the main menu. Obviously, the M8 will be in the training center. I'm pretty certain. We're going to do all these introduction tutorials in uploaded videos, so we'll worry about that at a later time. So let's get onto the rails, shall we? We'll go and have a look at the scenarios, actually. We might go and do one. See how we go. Power changeover looks pretty easy. I'm not worried about the safety systems being on all the time. That doesn't bother me. I'm a veteran of ATC and Access anyway, so it's, yeah, no biggie to me. No biggie to me at all. So, yeah. Right. Let's have a look at the scenarios. We've got student driver. You're recently transferred to New Haven line and have joined by the railroad foreman to cover operation details and points of interest on your run to Grand Central Terminal. It's a hot summer's evening. The New Year's resolution one is the bomb, folks. This one. This is actually based off the original Northeast Corridor, New York, actually. There used to be a New Year's, I'm pretty sure there was a New Year's scenario on there. And, yeah, it used to be the New Year's, pretty certain this is based off the original scenario. So this is cool. Yeah, we're definitely going to be doing that one. So New Year's Eve, over 1 million people gather in Times Square to watch the ball drop, of course, and ring in the new year. Keep an eye out for fireworks as revelers, as you'll bring revelers home into the wee hours of the 1st of January. Snow Day, okay. Drawbridge Drama, okay. That one looks interesting. And then student driver. Student engineer. Sorry. All right, let's go and do a scenario. Student engineer. Here, our first gameplay of the Metro North. One is the Sawdor, replay of their launch live stream, midweek World of Trains, episode 249. Currently our featured video. It won't be our featured video soon, folks. It won't be our featured video soon because we will be bringing to you the Sydney Truck Fests. Good morning, I'm Eddie, and I'm one of the souvenirs in charge of training engineers. You'll be working on this local New Rochelle to Grand Central service. I'll give you the layout and land and get the train ready, and let's head to the platform for boarding. Yeah, too good. Here we go, look at this, nice inside. Okay. Did I open up the doors? I think I did. Alright, let's turn on the key. Turn on the key. Okay, that's not working. That's how you pump your brakes up, folks. By the way, let's turn on the gauge lights. max. Cab lights to dim. Okay, I'm going to have a look at the frame rate as we go along. Same horn, same horn. Oh, it's a little bit different outside. Oh, yes, this is, yeah, definitely New Rochelle. Yeah, this was one of my all-time favourite train routes. Yeah, along with East Coast Way, Hemstracker S-Bahn Frankfurt is up there as well now, and Southeastern High Speed, of course, and Brighton Main Line. You know, along with the legends. The NEC New York though, back in the days, was it was a really awesome route. This is my first trip on here, folks. Cool. Very similar to the announcement, dude, but we'll keep the frame rate up there so you guys, I'm using a brand new custom engine. Don't worry. It's because I'm speeding. I gotta go off the signal speed. I forgot about that. So I was only 2 over just then, and it was going off its Raja. Keep forgetting these bloody stations in New York. They're quite long actually. They're very long. I'm spewing they've got normal ones of them though. I would have liked to have seen the colour ones. I hope they add the M2 into it. The M2 will be awesome. The M2 is the older model. You know what would be so cool? The M1. Oh man, that would be really cool. But yeah, I highly doubt we would go that far. It would be awesome to see the M2 up, the M1 and the M2 actually. I'm not sure if the M1 or the M2 runs on this route, but if we got a route that did run them, that'd be great. I know I'm pretty certain. Does the M2 run on the Hudson? I don't No. I know I know one particular logo we need when the Hudson line's got to be next in the next New York route. It's got to be the Hudson line. I don't care what anyone says. Hudson's got to be next. A lot of people are requesting Hudson line, and I've been one of them. That was that dude just said that was bipping the horn. Huh, how cool is that? But yeah, Hudson line is a very, very cool route. So at Pennsylvania Station, Penn Station, you go further down in the tunnel, and it sort of goes around a loop, and then comes out, and then goes back in the tunnel a little bit, and then comes out the other side, and then you've got along the Hudson River. It's really, really cool. So yeah, I've played it on Train Sim Classic. Such a great.
The train to Grand Central. The next station is Pelham.
Oh, there we go. We got the cellar. We still need the Liberty as well, folks. I really want to see the Liberty in Train Sim World. Track heading off to the left, the Hellgate Bridge. Amtrak trains use it to get to Penn Station and points. Better not be doing this damn freezing thing again around corners. I still got to work out what bloody's causing this. It only does it when you're inside the cab. Oh, it's happening on there too. What the hell? Yeah, I got to work out what line in the custom engine's doing that still. So I thought I actually fixed it. It sounds like I haven't.
As you leave the train, please watch the gap between the train and the platform.
Yeah, it's disappointing that it's still got the same type of horn inside the train, but outside the train it sounds quite nice. Yeah, it's very similar to the M9 and the others. Train sounds very nice. I'm not sure how accurate it is, but obviously the New York folk would know more so. Oh, we got a bit of rain. Let's turn on the windscreen wipers. Yeah, still got those freezers going around. I probably say this is probably more so that with the got to build the cache and everything up, and it'll clean itself up. Okay, so there's a cafe behind those doors. Knock knock. Oh, there's one of the pizzas. Ah, it's a beautiful cheese pizza too. Ah, Macaulay Colton will like that one. Oop, he's going in. Yep.
Doors closing. Please stand clear.
We're nearing our power change location. We'll be switching from overhead wire to AC third rail. Okay.
Due to defective brakes, the next train does not stop at this platform. Intending passengers should board this train by running down the platform.
All right. Yeah, it amazes me how, you know, the likes of British Ace come in, do a live stream, do an uploaded video and stuff, and they don't know how to get the train up and running, and just proves once again that they don't he doesn't specialize in US content. It's just UK content mainly. So that's understandable. If you're used to something, you know, it comes natural. And I'm used to MTA content. So this is quite easy for me because I'm such a fan of this particular genre of trains. This is Mount Vernon East, folks. So I was talking about the differences with this train network and whatnot in train leading into the release. We did Harlem Line, and we obviously went to Mount Vernon West, and that's just over the horizon. I like the sound of the rain on the roof. That sounds beautiful. Some of the stations are supposed to have working lifts as well, folks.
Doors closing. Please stand clear.
Okay, go through, excuse me. Just push your umbrella next to my freaking train.
This is the train to Grand Central. The next station is Harlem 125th Street.
They need to do the customer thing. Unfortunately, they don't do the customer thing. They should say, attention customers. That's what they're meant to say. They're supposed to say customers. So they've gotten that wrong. This should be lighting up too. It's not. Snow brakes not. Oh, wow. Can we use snow brake? Oh, wow. Alright, this is going to go down. I know for a fact. I'm going over it now. There we go. Knew it was coming. I haven't even played this route, and you just know, you know the system. You know, you've dealt with it long enough now to not know. Like, come on. So we're about to go on to the Harlem line. As you can see there, we are about to join up. I did pinpoint the entrance into this part the other day, last week when we did Harlem line. It's amazing how our first trip we're going through rain, eh? And we've had thunderstorms and this type of weather the last few days here in Sydney. We've still got more to come, don't worry. Yeah, thunderstorms are predicted later on today. Drop that speed actually, because track speed 60, ATC is on at the moment, 45. Coming onto the Harlem line. Give this a save actually. Don't worry, we got it. I just didn't realise we're going down a little bit of a slope. So if weather's good, I'm going to be back with this again tonight. Hopefully it'll be right. Actually, I won't be here tonight. The bloody Broncos are playing. Shit. I probably would be here tonight, to be honest, folks, because I don't like my team's chances. So I'll probably set the live stream up for just an hour after the game starts. And don't be surprised if I'm here live before it, because I don't like the chances of us playing good tonight. Hopefully we can get past Fordham, because that's where we used to crash to the desktop in the bloody original. Oh, a bit of lightning around. Just seen a bit of flash then. Another M8 coming up. Yeah, I don't know where they've approved with their optimization, their so-called optimization. I'm getting smashed up by the MS on here. This is the only route I've had so far that my MS is actually up over 30. I haven't had it that high before. Yeah, frame rate on this route is quite demanding. Let me take Reshade off, and yeah, it only drops it by like 3 frames. Here. M7A. M7A just there, very nice. I think that's the first one I've seen, eh? Going past Fordham now. Amazing how the MS has actually just dropped all of a sudden now. Don't forget our live chat is open to subscribers only. English only. Once again, I'm using the Stream Deck XL keyboard, mouse. That's just a warning that we're dropping speed.
Attention passengers, please take your rubbish with you and dispose of it thoughtfully.
Customers are reminded that smoking is not permitted in enclosed areas, such as waiting rooms, toilets, underground stations, or on trains.
Give that another save now. Now we're further down on the line. Going to drop to 40, so we better, actually it might drop more than that. Oh, it's a beautiful photo there. This is Mount Haven, right? You will see the leading, the way leading to the Hudson Line. Yeah, that's another way to go to the Hudson Line. And you know what? If they do add the Hudson Line, they better add that branch that goes through Yankees and all the way, it links back up to the Harlem Line, the Hudson Line. So they better add that part into it as well. I hope they add the loop that goes around it as well, but. Yeah, it would be cool to see the Train Sim Classic treatment go on it. Oh, I think that building in front's actually new. I don't remember that, or it might have been there and it's just not lighting up like it was. Yeah, check out that. That's really nice. Oh yeah, sparks off the rails there. Cool. We're crossing the Harlem River on this lift bridge. It opens rarely for special occasions like tall ships and festivals. Okay. Hear that thunder coming, it's coming around the bend. She's a wet one. Oh, we're stopping at 125th Street.
Please watch the gap between the train and the platform.
I see they didn't change the shape of this part, unfortunately.
This station is Harlem 125th Street. This is the train to Grand Central. The next station is Grand Central.
Doors closing. Please stand clear.
I'll need to turn that down a little bit, folks.
This is the train to Grand Central. The next station is Grand Central.
It should say that when it will terminate at this station. They really need to fix all that up. Still nice and all, but yeah, when you get there, it'll say, next stop, Grand Central. You know what I mean? Like, it's been doing that, so... we're going to be going via 86th Street, track 1, yep. Got another M8 going into the tunnels down here. Better give this a save, because I've also had crashes in the tunnel, just coming into the tunnels here and past and Harlem line, so hopefully none of these characteristics come over, but yeah, knowing the history, it probably would be. Hopefully I'm wrong. And it's all good. We're turning off those wipers very shortly, so we're just going to bring that down to low. And we're about to hit the tunnels. I'm going to see some improvements around here, actually. It's actually probably looking nicer now, actually. Okay, we'll wipe the rest of the window off. There we go. Yeah, it's looking quite nice in here now, actually. Three abandoned stations inside Park Avenue Tunnel. We passed the 86th Street. Oh, yep. Bring that down because I know it's gonna drop. And we got that damn light at the end of that tunnel again. God, they got to fix that. It never will, though. It's more important things to worry about. That's right, we're going up a little bit. Goes up a little bit. Just thinking, where the bloody hell's this speed change? I know it's down here. There we go. L, yep. L's come up. That's 30. I actually thought it went straight to 15, but I was wrong. M, that's warning, just a warning. There we go. That's a warning. Sorry folks, I just had to take that call. G'day Crazy Aussie, how you going? Welcome aboard. Alright, so the speed limit restrictions are 10 miles per hour just here. There we go. Yep, got that. 15. It is 10 though. Signal speed is 15, but we're going on the 10 miles per hour. So we're going on the normal actual speed. I've only just started at Crazy Aussie, so I had to go out this morning, so I haven't had a chance to play it until we've gone live. Frame rate is quite severe, but obviously I was in the pouring rain then too, so that was probably a factor as well. That reminds me, actually, I got to find out if my advanced settings, see where my skybox was. It's not high. That's weird. Okay. It's quite interesting. So yeah, we're doing a scenario. This is the student engineer. So I don't normally do scenarios, but we've gone first up, straight onto a scenario. We're going to be doing the New Year's resolution scenario tonight. I'm most likely to say it'll be on tonight's live stream. We're going to be back later tonight for another live stream. It'll be late because we've got the rugby league. The Broncos are playing tonight. So they're playing in the 2006 jersey tonight. And I do have the 2006 jersey. It came yesterday, actually. I purchased it. It's only at the Broncos store currently. Are we going to be going down the tunnels or are we going to be staying at the top? No, my luck, I'm probably going to be doing the opposite, the British ace and staying on top. Yeah, it looks like we are because that goes down, doesn't it? Yeah, we're staying on bloody top. Of course, we're doing the opposite of what he did. We don't want to be copying anyway, like, you know. If others have done it, doesn't matter. We're doing it. Frame rate's not too bad in the tunnels. Grand Central Terminals have most platforms of any train station in the world. It's the third station of the same site. The first was the Grand Central Depot. Oh, give us a chance to fucking read it. 44 fucking platforms. Shit. And I thought we had a lot of platforms here in Sydney on Central Terminal. We have 20-something platforms. Yeah, Medway Valley is definitely on the cards. Welcome, David. There's a bit of flickering. What the hell? Hell's going on here? What the hell's with the flickering? That's weird. Looks like the lighting inside the... What the hell is going on here? You're all seeing this, aren't you? I'm using DX12 settings, but that's weird. It's like a technical fault. I've just changed my custom engine settings recently because I sort of found a silver bullet to my micro shadowing. I did a run on one of the routes that I've had a lot of troubles with in the past, the Mannheim, yesterday, and it ran so smooth. I've never had such a smooth run on the Mannheim route, especially through the bushy area and everything. It ran quite beautifully. And that was with the Expert 145 as well. The uploaded videos on the channel now, you'll see how beautifully smooth it is. Yeah, not so much micro shadowing at all. I probably had a couple spikes here and there. It was hardly noticeable. I've never had it like that for quite a long time. So yeah, it was good. So I've kept the settings and I'm running them now. So obviously we've got to build the cache up on this route, so it'll hopefully iron itself out. But as you might not be aware, or you might be aware, every update we're getting Train Sim World, it always freaking resets the cache. So they don't tell you that, but it does. So the settings I'm using, actually, I read a bit of I found a thing yesterday with the Unreal Engine that they're using, and yeah, there was some interesting stuff with it. I was fully reading it up and everything, so I started adding the lines in, and yeah, I've added a bunch of them in, and then damn, it's taken some of them out as well. I still haven't found the bloody line that's causing the micro shadowing going around bends though. Grand Central.
As you leave the train, please watch the gap between the train and the platform.
Nice. Take another photo. Beautiful. Well, there we go with that scenario. That was really cool. Really enjoyed that.
Doors closing. Please stand clear.
Oh, hang on. Oh, hang on. Sorry about my yapping. I hope you gained a good lay of the day. Lay of the day. All right. They reckon we had no wipers. But that's funny. What, we had to have the wipers on in the tunnels? Fucking hell. So we got penalised for having no wipers in the tunnels. Are you serious? So we had to have the wipers on. God, man. That's got to be a bug. There's got to be a bug. They've got to fix that. That's definitely, you know, an issue. Like, come on, we're getting penalised for not having the wipers on while we're inside the tunnels. Like, come on. Nah, that's got to be fixed. Somebody needs to put that in. All right, we're going to go to the timetable. We're going to take a Amtrak trip, folks, and go over my baby. The Hellgate Bridge, aka the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Feel like the vibes that I'm in Sydney. God, this was going to be the first time I've ever done this since 2020. So this is going to be really something. All right. We're on our launch live stream, Metro North, ladies and gentlemen, and you're with the Aussie Don, Train Sim World OG, and been doing uploaded videos and live streams since 2019. Right. We're going to do a freight service too. Take those garbage ones. We've got all the stuff in here. Amtrak stuff, Seller. This is going to be lots of fun. Stanford to Penn. I want to go Penn to Stanford. That's the best way to do it because you go around the bend and you can take the photos of the bridge in the back. Oh, God, I've got so many great photos of the past. They're all gone though. They're on my old bloody... Actually, they might be on my old hard drive. I might double check that. Get a clear day going. Get a nice warm 30 degrees. Beautiful. Right. Let's rock and roll. Seller action. Be interested to see what the frame rate's going to be like around coming out of the tunnels and everything, because yeah, it smashes up in the Long Island Railroad version too. Washington DC to Boston, Massachusetts, 21454. Jesus Christ, that's close to my fucking bloody postcode. Good, we can have access off. Good. We can just have a nice cruisy run. I could put it on, but I just want to have a cruise, eh? Ditch lights, leave them on. Have they added announcements on this train? Hopefully, probably not. It would be nice to have added. Okay, denied. I'll put the alerter on. I'll leave that on. Cruise control 15. I wish we could click it. We need to click it. Yeah, the price has gone up. But if you're on Steam, if you've bought everything else like the Harlem line and all that, you get a discount on that side of it. And because I owned everything else, I actually went with that bundle, and it actually worked out that this route is cheaper. So it was just under $60 Australian dollar, so $59.35 or something. But the price has gone up. You're basically paying Just Train's prices now for normal train dovetail stuff, which is, yeah. So that means now we know that Just Train's route's probably going to be $75 Australian or $70 Australian. I'm guaranteed it's going to be dearer. I'm so like peed off about that.
Doors closing. Please stand clear.
Let me fix up that, folks. Okay. Would be nice to take the brakes off, Aussie. You're not meant to do that in the tunnels. Not meant to have the bell or the horn in the tunnels. I did read somewhere though that you're meant to do the horn once or something. I knew about that anyway. I knew about the bell coming into the stations actually. Actually, that reminds me, I have to see if there's a bell on the other one. Let's see what it looks like without Reshade. Yeah, it definitely, the lighting's definitely improved massively on here. Even without Reshade. See what it's like in here. Yeah, nah, that's improved massively. Lighting's always been not too bad on here, but yeah, you notice the differences between like the OG days to what it is now. So. All right, let's get the AFB up and going.
Due to defective brakes, the next train does not stop at this platform. Intending passengers should board this train by running down the platform.
There was another one that was really funny that I wanted to put in, but it was a bit, I think, I don't want to be getting into trouble. It was something about SEX, so, something about the guard, right? So I didn't want to put that in. It's quite funny though. And there's another one telling passengers to piss off. It's definitely not an Amtrak, that one. Yeah, I'm looking at lights on going around the top now. I don't remember it being like that. Remember back in the days, folks, on the PlayStation, how we went through this tunnel and halfway through it would turn invisible? We're just in the middle of nowhere, just driving through. God, the old days, good old days. I think that was the NEC New York that did that. Wasn't it? Jesus, I'm not sure if it was the original Long Island Railroad or NEC New York. I know that the Penn Station, they had the green pillars in the original NEC New York. What the hell is this? You can see, you can just seen a bit of it there. Yeah, look at the look at that baking just here. Yeah, this is the area that had it actually. Fucking hell. Look at this. Look at it without reshade. You can clearly see it. There's definitely issues here. Look at that. Oh, man. They need to fix that. That's definitely the area that had it. Alright, coming out of the tunnels. God, we've got a bush over the top. We have a bush. Didn't ask for President Bush, thank you very much. Those buildings look like they're different too. Aren't they round in the NEC New York? In the Long Island Railroad? Not many trains in the hauling yard there. That's good. They've limited that, which is fantastic. Oh, there's some Long Island Railroad stuff. M7 there. Beautiful. Good to see that. Ah, yes, we finally get to go over. Yay. I always dreamt of this day, folks, where we could finally go over the Hell's Gate Bridge again. I knew it was always going to happen. It's just, yeah, what they were going to do. I always thought, you know, it'll be obvious. It'll be New York to New Haven. And I'm so disappointed they didn't go to New Haven. I'm like, well, I don't know what the reasons are why they did not go to New Haven. Everyone probably would have been thinking, oh, it would have been great to have seen the New Jersey Transit stuff more if they did go there. And then you could have New Haven trains as well. So obviously they don't have a license for New Haven stuff. All right, we have clearance. I'll go up to 50 actually. Obviously we know where that goes. So we're finally going down through here for the first time in a long time. This is great. Straight up to Stanford too, so we're 28 miles to go. You know, it amazes me, you know, I was watching the British Ace as well, and he reckons that this is a long track. I've never heard such garbage in my life. Like, it's not that long. Like, it would have been long. Yeah, it would have been long if it went to New Haven. And same with Harlem. It would have been better if they went to Southeast, but no, they didn't, did they? Oh, I see my baby. There it is in front. Ooh. I'm in my element. I'm coming up to the Hellgate Bridge. This is, like I said, the Sydney Harbour Bridge. This bridge was based off the Sydney Harbour Bridge. When we're building the Sydney Harbour Bridge, folks, The creator of the Hellgate Bridge met up with the developer of the Sydney Harbour Bridge, and there was a handshake agreement and so much money exchanged to bring the Hellgate Bridge to Sydney, and that's what made the famous Sydney Harbour Bridge. Obviously, we launched fireworks off our bridge. Our bridge is bigger and longer, but and obviously different color and stuff. And let me take off the safety systems while I go over this one, folks. And obviously, I won the Train Sim Classic screenshot contest with this as well, folks. And the photo was exactly right here too. The funny thing is, it was with a freaking Amtrak. Wow. I'm home! Oh my lord. You can't beat it. You just cannot beat it. And now having the skyline in the background of it, my god, this is heaps better. Far out. Alright, let's continue. Yeah, I remember the roadway down through here, and it's along the side of the highway, and yeah. I was quite surprised how they don't launch fireworks off it in New York, you know, like seeing Sydney Harbour and the way it goes and that. Like, yep, here comes the bridge down along the side here. Got all the, oh, got a bloody lightning bolt come up. Got all the holding yards just here, folks. CSX stuff, is it all in there? Did they all put it in there? Oh, yep, they did. Not all of it, though. Far out, they didn't put all of it in. What the hell, bro? Okay. Oh, what? They put those back in too. Oh, wow. Cool. Yeah, this has definitely changed. It's looking more nicer than what it was. This was so-called built on a original, a different system back in the days. So obviously it looked different, and it's definitely up to date now. It was not the first time we've gone through here. We've gone through here in Train Sim Classic, obviously Train Sim World 1. So it's nothing new to me. Obviously going up to Stanford is. and we've already gone up through there. Obviously, in the scenario we did earlier, but not all the way through, like coming through this way. Wow, look at that. Wow, look at that. Oh man, that is really sick. Current going that way. It looks wrong, doesn't it? Looks like it's flying too. It's like a tsunami type current. Cyclone current. This is definitely the first time I'm taking a Acela through this way. I don't think I've even taken the Acela in Track 7 Classic through here. I'll have to look at my old game, my playlist and see that actually.
Due to defective brakes, the next train does not stop at this platform. Intending passengers should board this train by running down the platform.
Running down the train. You know what? I'm coming through here and doing this in the daytime, and it is running smooth. And this is my first run through this as well. This is running great. There's not much micro shading going on. It's quite good. We are on the northeast corridor, by the way, folks. Actually, where's the fourth track? There's only 3 tracks, is there? Where's the 4th track? Thought there'd be one in the middle here. My cruise control's on the other thing on the Steam, so it's just easier for me to do it on the.
Attention passengers, please take your rubbish with you and dispose of it thoughtfully.
Thought I'll get the jump on this one. Oh, the school buses. Look at these beautiful American school buses just here. Oh, we are. Hey, I want to see the truck. Looks like an old International. Or a Ford. One or the other. Could be an old Dodge. Old Dodge truck. Definitely looks like some new assets coming into it too, folks. This building looks like it's new. I don't remember seeing these buildings before. Oh, yep, we're going over one of the bridges. Nice. After that, we will be cranking up the speed. Here we go. Give this a save. So I had a lightning bolt before, so let's go see what's going on here. Well, it's alright. So it's up north. Stuff coming in from the bloody sea again. Oh, that'll be right. I thought it'd be going the other way, but anyway. Oh yeah. Four. Actually, I think this is the original stop up here. If we were using ATC and access, I would have been overspeeding because, yeah, now it goes to 45. Yeah, this is the original stop back here. And this is where the train joins up, obviously. So we've been this far now, which is good. Okay. Acknowledge that. Not worried about the overspeed sign being up on there. We are not using ATC and access, as you know. We could do that later next time around. There's no worries there. Joining up with the line that came out of, there we go. That obviously goes down to the Harlem line. Yeah, this is the original stop down here, actually. Yeah, this is where it used to end. Yep, this is it. This is the original finish point. So we go further now in reality. And we're not stopping here because we are a seller. So this should be New Rochelle. Yep. You know, it's funny how the train on the back's 2020, and that's the first time I've actually been through that in since 2020. So, that's quite fitting, isn't it? Train in front's not the, obviously 2020 is the back train. Right. ATC's flashing at the moment. Hey, yay. 15 miles to Stanford. So technically they've added 15 miles of track from the original. And basically slapped on a bit of Harlem line. And added the bottom section of Harlem, of Grand Central. So, which is something that I was sort of calling for. I'm like, where's the other part of Grand Central when Harlem came out? It's got the rail singing. It's got rail singing. I can hear that. You know me, I love the rail singing. It's something that's sort of going forward now since East Coast Way remaster. It's
Repeat, the 10:32 a.m. to Grand Central
looked like a bunch of passengers getting stuck down there. Nothing unusual. Right. So if we were on a stop-start service, I should say we would have been on the other track. Obviously, this being a fast service, we're in the middle. It's what you call your inner city service. Obviously, this is going to Boston, so this is a big trip in reality. It's got Washington, D.C., from the south to, obviously going through, you're going through Pennsylvania and all that as well. Going up to Boston, yeah. Got that, so. There was a particular mod actually that came out for Train Simulator Classic actually, but unfortunately all of the assets and that weren't in the route. It was just in the middle, whoop whoop, and nothing around you, so it didn't really pan out quite well. But there was a mod that had the track going all the way from New York to Boston. And the sections that were already in Train Sim Classic were in it, but after that it was all modded, and it didn't really pan out quite well. So as soon as I seen the assets that were in there, I was like, no, this is no good. Quite surprised it's only 70. I thought it'd be more than 70. I thought we'd be getting up to 100, at least 120. But anyway, not to worry. 160, like the other side, down the south side of going through Trenton. I still wish they would update New York Trenton, take it to Pennsylvania. But anyway. Philadelphia. Sorry, not Pennsylvania. My apologies. Philadelphia. It's not that much further. At all. That'll be a big route if they did that. A big route. It would become the biggest US route in Train Sim World history. If they did do that. It would be really cool. I think we're long overdue for a long US route. I would love to see them go to Chicago. The racetrack is, I'd love to see them go to the racetrack. Bring in some new Amtrak content. There's plenty of freight for that as well. God, around Chicago is actually one of the biggest freight hubs in the US. So it's for trains and everything. It's huge. So, but knowing Dovetail, it would look empty and everything. So they couldn't make it empty, unfortunately. If they did do Chicago, so I think that's probably one of the reasons maybe why they've avoided it, because of how dense it can be. Oh, someone sneezed. I'm not sure if you had to have Sandpatch Grade downloaded or not for this, but I downloaded Sandpatch Grade. I know Horseshoe Curve was one of them, so I'm pretty certain I downloaded that last night as well. So let's have a look and see what station that is. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Whoop. And going through Rye Station. I should have known that with the bridge over the top. It's been that long since I've been through here. I've forgotten the bloody station names. I know one of them is something Bridge, Bridge Point, is it, or Sand Point Bridge or something like that. I'm pretty certain that's naturally. I don't think that's actually in. I think that's further along, isn't it? No point going up into speed, actually. Especially when we've got the change of speed down here. Looks like my pitbull wants to get into my room. I can hear you there, girl. Yep, she's wagging a tail. 2145, Washington DC, Boston, Massachusetts is what we're doing. It's Point Chester. Look at this idiot. Get off the road. He was probably holding that taxi. Taxi! Looked like he was, because the taxi went through. It's like, the taxi came going through. It's like, get off the road, you fucking idiot. Wow, look at the red on the leaves there. That's really cool. So you don't really see that unless you're using Reshade. You don't see these pop, the color come up, you know. We'll take another save. Current local time is 12:50 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Saving Time. 11:50 p.m. in Queensland. 12:20 in South Australia. And it's going on to 10 a.m. in Western Australia. G'day to you all. My name is the Aussie Don, Train Sim World OG, former contest winner for Train Sim World. And welcome aboard to our launch live stream of the Northeast Corridor, Metro North. We're playing on PC Steam using Reshade DX12 custom engine, Nivea control panel settings customed in there. This is our first full big trip from Penn Station. We did a scenario beforehand from Stanford to, or was it Stanford? It was just outside. No, it wasn't. It wasn't from Stanford, was it? Oh, it was just past Stanford. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because we stopped at Stanford, didn't we? Anyway, it's running quite well. I can probably say, you know, before when I was on the M8, if that frame rate runs low when we do the M8 again, folks, I'm probably going to go with my theory about how they mesh these damn locos in Train Sim World. They really need to find a way where it doesn't kill the frame rate in the game. Because, yeah, I've got my theory. The way they do these trains, it causes frame rate problems. And look at that frame rate dip as soon as we go past the M8. And as soon as we go past it again, it goes back up to 40. It dipped a fair bit then, even when we drive past it. So yeah, I've had a theory for a while now. It's the way they mesh these trains causes, especially the newer stuff, it causes a lot of frame problems. And that's just a theory. That's not been proven or anything. But I think Dovetail really need to look into that. Beautiful, beautiful bridge just here, folks. Oh, the marina there, very nice. Actually, no, do not speed. Drop down. Oh, here we go. Riverside Station. Want to go up here further, folks. I want to hear the rail singing. You can already hear it here. Here we go. That should be all greenish. Yeah. Coming into Stanford very shortly. We are arriving, finishing up our cellar run here, non-stop from Penn Station. Obviously, you need to own this train to have these extra services. And there is a sale on in Steam at the moment, folks. So Dovetail Games Train Sim Classic and Train Sim World content is on sale. So check it out. There is big savings to be had. And there is a New York bundle also, which you can save money on as well. So look forward to that. If you don't own a lot of the New York content, or you don't own any of it, you might want to take that up right now with the sale. So check it out. And yeah, the Steam sale on now. Coming into Stanford, folks.
Customers are reminded that smoking is not permitted in enclosed areas, such as waiting rooms, toilets, underground stations, or on trains.
Unfortunately, that bloody dog's barking again next door. Man, this thing just does not shut up.
Train to New Haven, making stops at Stamford, Norriton Heights, Darien, Rowayton, South Norwalk, East Norwalk, Westport, Greens Farms, Southport, Fairfield, Fairfield Metro, Bridgeport, Stratford, Milford.
All right, there we go with our first trip, ladies and gentlemen, on the Acela. That was really, really cool. I really, really enjoyed that one. 43 minutes exactly. Look at that. We exactly got it in there. All right, we're going to go back to the main menu. We're on our launch live stream on the NEC, and we're going to be doing an M8 passenger service coming up next. I'm just going to take a little restroom break, and we'll be back with you guys in a couple minutes' time. Stand by. All right, all right. So we hope you're enjoying the stream so far. Don't forget, we're going to be back later on this evening with some more action. It should be around 9 o'clock tonight. Maybe it'll be a bit more, depending how my Broncos play tonight in the footy. If we don't, I'm not expecting to win tonight, and I'm expecting us to get flogged off the park very, very quickly. So, yeah, if it happens, I'll probably be quitting watching it and coming on live. So we could be on at any time, but I definitely will be setting up a live stream. I'll set it for 9 o'clock, and if there's any delays, I'll push it back more. But definitely going to be on for a little bit. It won't be too long because I've got to get up early tomorrow morning. Sydney Truck Fest is on, and I will be doing some photography at this amazing truck event. It's the biggest truck event in Sydney, and it happens every 2 years. And this is the first time I'm going to it, so I'm looking forward to it. And I will be doing all the coverage with shorts and videos and hopefully and all kinds of things. The weather is not looking good tomorrow, folks. We've got severe thunderstorms on the forecast, so I'm going to get out early and do as much as I possibly can. And yeah, I'll probably be doing more on the Sunday than what I will be doing on tomorrow. So yeah, all right. Let's get it up and running. Northeast Corridor, M8 action. We've got no other mods at the moment for it. Stanford to Grand Central. We did that earlier. Give me a second, folks. Okay, sorry, I just had to. My ex-partner, my mother and my first child, she's just bought Thomas and Friends, and she is struggling to get it up and running. How easy is the game, eh? But she's playing on a controller, so and playing on PlayStation, so PS5. So I have to say that. It's probably a case of me having to go over there and teach you how to bloody play it. Anyway, give me a second, folks. All right. Things I have to do for women, eh? To Harrison. Grand Central Terminal to Harrison. Okay. Alright, let's do that one. We'll do a bit of light cloud this time around. Actually, no we won't. We'll do a clear day again. Right. We want to keep building that cash up, so yeah, I want to test this ferry of this M8. So I'm going to be jumping the frame rate up on there. I think my nose is dry actually. It feels, yeah, it's dry. Really needs some moisturizer. I got some nice cocoa stuff in there actually. All right, Grand Central 1020, sorry. Grand Central Terminal to Harrison and 640. This is a dead run, is it? I don't want a dead run. I want an actual service. I don't want a dead run. I think that was one of the dead runs. Someone should have told me. I should have read the brief. Right. Let me just read the brief again. Oh, no, it's a dead run there, so what the hell? Stanford to Grand Central, local train service, Stanford, Stanford. That's a dead run. That's a dead run. Stanford to Grand Central. Local train. Harrison to Grand Central. I want to get Grand Central to Semi-Express. We'll do that. Alright, let's rock and roll. All right, here we go now with a 1-5-10. So hopefully this time around it should be right. Let's open up those doors. Let's get the cab. Get the cab light off there. Gauge is on. We'll put that on dim. Put the maximum brakes on, that'll pump up the PSI, the brake pressure, the brake pipe, and the brake cylinder will come down a little bit. It will come down fully when you release the brakes fully. Are we on the bottom section? I think we are. That damn flickering. I don't know why it's doing that shit. I need to find out why. It's only doing it just there. I will figure it out. Might be a case I have to take a line out. One of the new lines it's definitely part of one of the new lines I did.
Doors closing. Please stand clear.
Still quite loud, isn't it? I need to drop that even more. Anyway, I'll do that before tonight's stream.
This is the train to New Haven. The next station is Harlem 125th Street.
Will take a while to get up to there because it's always slow through here. Apologise for the flickering, folks. It's only just going to last a little bit, just past this party and all that. Safety systems are on. Yeah, this is definitely the bottom section because this is coming out like we're coming out of Pennsylvania. That's why I said Pennsylvania earlier, didn't I? Said it instead of Philadelphia because I was talking about Penn Station. Then its full name, so. The reason why it had Pennsylvania was the reason why it was named as because of the old Pennsylvania Railway Company. So yeah, they used to have Pennsylvania trains roll through back in the days. nice black ones. They were beautiful. They were really nice. So I've got a couple of them in Train Sim Classic. They're absolutely stunning. Crazy Aussie earlier said that he has bought this route and he's quite enjoying it. So you would have paid the extra price too. God. Yeah, when I seen the price, I wasn't happy. But anyway. So I'll set up a live stream for tonight, and we'll be back on here later on tonight. We'll do some other stuff later on tonight as well. Probably take the 64 for a run tomorrow, later on tonight. I almost said tomorrow. Tomorrow I won't be. I might be live tomorrow night. We'll see where we go. We might do a Saturday night live stream. Well, she's narrow through here, isn't she? Frame rate's absolutely fantastic. Yeah, I say it might have been a case of, you know, more dense areas, a frame rate dip, and it's also a case of the weather, you know, and all that. Like I said to you guys, I wish they would find optimization with the skybox and stuff. Like ever since they moved to Todd 4, the skybox and all that stuff. And like I said, some of the meshes they use, they really need to, yeah, trying to come up with a way where it's going to not impact the frame rate. And obviously we know about the loading of the trains and that, how that's been done wrong and stuff. But apparently some of the new optimization that's in Train Sim World is meant to be on this route. So obviously I use custom engine settings, so I really can't tell. It runs great. Like like I said, it does dip in parts. Running over the Hellgate Bridge earlier was absolutely fantastic. It was, no frame rate drops at all. It was beautiful. With all the stuff going on in the backdrop, you would have thought it would have been a case of, a lot going on.
Attention passengers, please take your rubbish with you and dispose of it thoughtfully.
One 125th. Oh yeah, there's a taxi.
Doors closing. Please stand clear.
There's a horn somewhere. Give me a second, folks. I just got to talk to this lady. Chris Scott, 8934, g'day, welcome. Just going past the branch now that goes down to the Hudson River, obviously. Goes through Yankees, down Yankee Stadium. The good old Yankees. Yep, they're my baseball team. New York Yankees. PTC, I don't understand what PTC is. No safety systems. They've disabled all the safety systems due to MTA's requests. It has ATC and access, and on by default, you can't turn them off. About to go through Fordham, folks. Oh no, that's Melrose. Fordham's just up here. That was Melrose. So ATC and Access, there's no positive. They've taken all the safety systems out because, yeah, MTA don't request all that stuff due to all the idiots with the surfing and everything. So ever since the MTA license is quite restricted with Dovetail Games. It's they've got a license for MTA, but MTA requested them to take out the panels. So I do know, folks, when it comes to Train Sim World, I might be an OG of the game, but I am quite a casual player. I don't really... I use all the safety systems a lot for the the access and ATC system. It's not a problem. The only problem, the only system that is really giving me troubles in Train Sim World in history is the PZB and LZB system in Deutsche Bahn. So I don't normally use PZB. I don't use PZB at all, and LZB is not so bad, but yeah, I tend not to use both. So CIF is fine. That's fine. That's easy. Got the power change coming up soon, folks. Now, the British Ace, in his video, folks, he did the wrong thing when he went from AC to DC. It's not AC up and then DC mode. It's DC mode straight away. You don't do what he did. He's obviously specializes more with the US content. Yeah, Metrolink had the pedals because obviously, yeah, the main reason that they've taken the pedals away in MTA is because of the real life situation with what's going on with the idiots out there that continue to train surf and whatnot. So I don't understand why they whinge and bitch about it, but you know, it is what it is. Unfortunately, it's a request from MTA for Dovetail. If Dovetail didn't agree to it, they wouldn't have the license and we wouldn't have this. I think the back panel's there in the Train Sim Classic version, but obviously that being an older sim, it's not hardcore like this. It's not like there's more to do on here than what there is on Train Sim Classic when it comes to buttons and all kinds of things. Botanic Gardens, that should be... Oh, William, yeah. I was just going to say, where's the Botanic Gardens building and out there and that? We're not that far down, Oz. Gee, I think it might have been back there. Yeah, I think it's back there more. Shit. Drop. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Metrolink content, so yeah, it's not my cup of tea, really. What's that, an M3A? Oh no, M7. M7. Right. I shouldn't be surprised because M8s run up and down the Harlem line to southeast in reality. So they're on DC. They do fast services to southeast. I'm not sure about these days. I know they have the M8s. Okay, we're on the branch now, heading back up to the northeast corridor. So it won't be too long, and we will be at New Rochelle, where the original northeast corridor, New York, used to finish. Frame rate's definitely better than what it was in the rain. I can tell you right now, the thunderstorms and that in this route dropped the frame rate a fair bit, at least by 15 to 20 frames, which is not a good sign. But that was my first run as well, so obviously, like I said earlier, build the cache up, and because we are using DX12, cache gets built in a different way. Gee, I think I know what was causing the flickering back then earlier as well. I think I know what setting it was, but I think it's a setting that I need to keep the frame rate nice and beautiful. Well, I'll have to experiment. It's all good. I don't stick to one route, so it's always a mixture of what I do. We mainly stream. We always live stream on a Monday and Friday and Wednesday evening. That's our normal regular live streaming. So we're always on overnight US time. So when we live stream, we're normally in the summer months here in Australia. It's usually 3 a.m. New York time, midnight US West Coast time. There's always a replay of the live streams provided. So on Mondays we do All Aboard Live, and on Wednesdays Midweek World of Trains. We're actually celebrating our 250th episode this week, folks. It will be a Class 90 special. Huh? What did I do wrong? There we go. I just press the P button. Hey. Slow down, Oz. 30 coming up. Shit. Wrong button. Fuck. Just spotted it. Quite easy to recover. Put it back into maximum brake, folks. This is a good way to demonstrate the emergency stop, by the way, folks. So this is how you do the emergency stop. So you put the master controller back into maximum brake, and then release. Brake cylinder comes back. You got your PSI back at the 120, and off you go. It's quite simple. I know what I needed to do. I needed to put it in AC run up and then put it into normal. Yeah. Or you could just press a P button on the keyboard. Quite simple. Looks like we've had a spot again. Okay. Joining back up to the northeast corridor. Thanks for coming along. I appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your day. Yeah, I've just done a full trip with the Acela earlier. We went over to Hell's Gate. We went over to Hellgate Bridge. So I've already gone over my baby. And we are speeding again. Slow down, Aussie. We're doing a full trip on this one. I'm pretty sure we're going up to Stanford. Yeah, we are. We're going to be stopping at Greenwich and Stanford, folks. So this is what we call the semi-fast service. It'll be interesting to see if there's rail singing. I can hear it already, so... Alright, let's crank her up. Yeah, I'm having an absolute ball with this. This is right up my alley. Obviously runs are quite long, so there's not as many trips we're doing. So yeah, because they are the lengths of them are like British Chase is probably right. Actually, this is quite a long route. It probably feels like that mainly because of the speeds. The speeds is a speed is slower than your average. A route like this, if it was say 100 miles or 120 miles per hour all the way, would be short. And it's good to see that they haven't got the cars digging into the road. They've learned their lesson from the LA route. Have they ever fixed that, actually? I haven't been on there for so long. Have they ever fixed the cars that travel with the train track in the middle on the freeway there, on the San Bernardino route? Or are they still digging into the ground? That was one of the most off-putting things about that route, was the frame rate was one of them, but yeah, just the way the cars were on the road digging into the ground just was such a off-putting thing. Lots of traffic on here, I have to say that much. Crazy Aussie, if you're still there, what train are you taking on the full length route? Are you taking the M8 or are you doing the Amtrak? Still to come, folks, we're going to be doing some CSX stuff after this, so we're going to be doing some freight. Hey. Why is it so slow? We must be crossing over. What the hell? Why did they spud us? I freaking dropped it. I just dropped it. M8. Oh, yep. That's weird. I dropped the speed on that just then, and it's I'm gonna keep it down low, so in case something is not right with this. By the way, I'll turn that light off. Oh, we have got it off. Have we got it off? Okay. I'd say we're definitely changing tracks down here. Oh, we're not actually. It's just going by a CP223, track 2, west. There's a train coming up the other way. It'll be M8. There we go. Don't know why the frame rate's smashing up just around here. It's quite weird. Ah, 15. I knew it. It's one of the reasons why I fucking... yeah, alright, I'm doing it. Relax. And it's done. Hello? It's fucking done. I dropped the speed limit and acknowledged it, and it just still spuds itself. They didn't give you enough time. That's bullshit. It's because it's a red signal. Alright, let me save this. That was weird. It bounced when I got off the pause. M8 trip. Yep. To Stanford or vice versa? Oh, this is very slow. This is very, very slow. And there's no way we could take ATC and access off. So you have to do this. There's no choice. I think this might put off a few people actually because of the safety systems being on by default. Because people might have been thinking too they might be on default with the Acela and the 64, but no, that's you can take them off, which is good for people that want to drive without the safety system. Me, it doesn't bother me too much on or off. Spudding is not a problem. I know how to get out of that and stuff, so. This go via will happen before the red. I say we'll get up to this go via, and then the red will probably turn itself green. Which... I think it would be a lot of bullshit having to go through all this. Here we go, go via. You watch, this thing will bloody turn green now. There we go. Oh, it's still amber. Okay. Well, track speed's gone up. And signal's gone up. Okay. Yeah, I had a feeling we'll be moving over. Yeah. I knew we were moving over at some point because I knew we were going to go up to Greenwich and we have to move over to the track to get onto the platform. So, it makes a lot of sense. All right, let's crank her up. 45. All right, so MRS we're into access now. So, 50 is currently the speed. 70, here we go. 60, we've got 60 coming up. Currently running on access, so yeah, the MRS has come up, so that's access. Going through ride. Keep getting sputtered on the M8. Yeah, you got to watch that ATC with this one. Yeah, if you get a complete spud where you get the emergency thing, just put it back into maximum brake and you can pump your PSI back in and then take it off and you'll be up and running again. No, there's no problems there at all. Let's go down to 45, folks. We're going to be dropping speed. What the hell? It's completely... It just sputtered on me for no reason. It just sputtered on me completely for no reason. I didn't even do anything then. Why did it do that? I didn't even do anything bad then, and it just completely stopped. I'm already right behind the timetable because of this. That's a clear bug because I was coming down for the speed for the 45. I didn't have an acknowledgement thing or anything like that just then. You clearly all seen that. And something's not right there. That's weird. That would have been the station before Greenwich. Greenwich should be next, I'm pretty certain. Yeah. It's going to Riverside after it. Alright, we've gone back into access. I hope this is not the brake issue that they were talking about where it's just automatically screwing us up. Because if that's the case, they haven't fixed it.
This station is Greenwich. As you leave the train, please watch the gap between the train and the platform.
What did I say? Greenwich. It's Greenwich. Freaking American name. We probably would call it Greenwich or something like that here in Australia. It's our slang. All right, I can see a pizza on the floor. And I've had a spud again. It's completely sputtered on me again.
Greenwich. This is the train to New Haven.
I didn't even bloody do that.
Stanford.
I'm going down further. I didn't even press anything. I think if I remember rightly, it might be 20 miles per hour we have to go into the platform. I'll do that on the next one and see if it comes up alright. Oh, that's a different type of pizza. Looks burnt. Looks burnt.
Doors closing. Please stand clear.
This is the train to New Haven. The next station is Stanford.
I wonder what VZ is. Because the VZ came up. I'll have to have a look at that. VZ.
Customers are reminded that smoking is not permitted in enclosed areas, such as waiting rooms, toilets, underground stations, or on trains.
I noticed they got an issue with the clock again. Oops, sorry folks, I was talking to you guys without the mic on. My apologies. I've probably been talking for a while, wear it off. Yeah, I don't know what the VZ thing is, folks. I noticed when I was getting the spud, the VZ was coming up. So I think it might be a case where I got to go 20 miles per hour into the platforms or something. I'm not sure how it works. See, I got it again. Look at this. I'm being spotted again. I didn't even do anything. I didn't even do anything. The brake rate. I keep getting smashed up with brake rate. Yeah, this has got to be the braking issue. 100%. Let me just go to the forums, folks. I'm just gonna double check this because this is bullshit. They haven't fixed. This has got to be the braking issue that was causing the delay. So they reckon they fixed it and they haven't fucking actually fixed it. Gotta find out. Just looking for this brake issue, folks. So I think they Dovetail have not released the patch, or they've they've not fixed the braking issue. All right, let me just check this, folks. Yeah, the Penn Station tunnels are broken. That's correct. With the lights issue, yep. That's rail driver users. That same dude again about the pen up thing. I asked him about it. I said it's P. It's P. Some dude fucking do shit. God, don't worry about that bloody fucking thing there. Oh, pardon me. I just did a service in the M8 and it also crashed right before arriving in Stanford. We're almost at Stanford, so we better save it. On PlayStation 5. That's right. Service break rate seems a little high. I'm going to. Might be a case where I might have to just tap the brakes here and there and then go off that, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see how we go. But yeah, I'm getting spuds. Oh, there you go. So it is crashing just before you get to Stanford. I just had to crash to the desktop. So there you go. So that's happening. Okay. We'll be back in a second. Lucky I saved it. We'll go back into it and see if it happens again. And if it does happen again, then they need to fix it. And of course, I am not involved in the forums, folks, and I can't get involved in the forums because they fucking keep banning my IP if I do. I will say to you guys that one of you guys need to go out there, go into the forums and tell them that there is a crashing the desktop issue and there is issues with the brakes. That needs to be flagged. That needs to be put on the thread. And it's for PC Steam. Don't mention my name though. Just mention, say, hey, you was watching a live stream, and the M8 kept stopping out of the middle of nowhere with no button, no buzzer or anything. It's clearly that the braking issue is not being fixed. All right, going back into the game. Apologise for this. It was up to the 3-hour mark, and normally my game does crash to the desktop after 3 hours. So it might be that case as well. So I hope they bring a mod out where you can actually turn ATC and access off, because if this is going to happen, this is bullshit. All right. Let's go back into that trip. There it is, the spring sale. Whoop. I apologize, folks. I had a complete crash of my OBS studio and the game at the same time just then. I've never had this happen before, where it's completely crashed my OBS studio and the game at the same time. That one was weird. We're going to try this again. It might crash my OBS again, and I do apologize for this, folks. So we're going to try this again. There's clearly an issue with this, with the crashing to desktop with Stanford. So we'll be with you guys very shortly. We'll only be back into the game. Yeah, if this is going to happen, there's clear major issues that are happening. And once again, Dovetail with a US route, fucking it up. Like, how many US routes have we had where we've had multiple problems? It's always US routes. I don't know why. And it's always, like I said, Harlem Line has had crashing to desktop issues a lot. And once again, they put the Harlem Line, a bit of the Harlem Line into this one. And the same thing's happening again. It proves my point that they continue to rush their product. And I'm at a point now where I'm not even going to move the train 717. I've just had enough. This has got to be the final straw. I can't deal with these cunts no more. I'd rather do something better like City Skylines 2 or something like that for you guys. Like, this is just becoming a joke now. Absolute joke. We've got Transport Fever Free coming up too, which is going to be great. And Colonel Fader's making sure that this is going to be done right. This is not going to be, you know, it's one of the reasons why he doesn't work for Dovetail anymore, because he knew what they like. So they haven't admitted it, but he definitely quit. Or he either quit or he got fired. I think he left them, to be honest, because he tried to warn everyone ages ago about this is going to get worse, and here we are all these few years later, and yeah, truth's coming out now. Everyone's absolutely fed up with it. So, alright, so be warned that this could crash my stream again. It'll go to pause, it'll go to the wheel of death, and we'll hopefully should be right. We'll see how we go. Alright, let's see how we go. If it happens again, then we'll come back. And there we go. Same thing again. Failed, detail. Look at that. As soon as we go back into the service, it derails the fucking train. So we can't even complete the service. Someone needs to report this at the forums, folks. This needs to be reported. And I hope somebody clips this, to be honest. I don't care what they think about me. I've had an absolute gutful of this bullshit. This has got to come to an end. Seriously. I am calling on all Train Sim World players to stand up and stand tall now and tell Dovetail enough's enough. This has got to be it. Everybody stand up and say, we're not buying any more DLCs until you fix the fucking game. We're done. We're absolutely done. I'm gonna head off, folks, because I'm really pissed off. I'm gonna go for a refund. This is an absolute fucking joke. You cannot. This is unplayable. So I was gonna plan a stream later tonight, but unfortunately now, yeah, I'm worried that this is gonna continue to happen until there's a patch. I'm really want to avoid it. So I'm gonna go for a refund and see how I go, and we'll see you next time. Take care.